all liked my Whole Foods video so much, I thought I would take you today with me to Costco. I don't come here all that often because we are such a small family, we can't go through the bulk items as fast, but I do come and stock up on things about 2 to 3 times a month, and especially things that I know can go in the freezer. So come on in with me to Costco. The thing about Costco that I have to start as a disclaimer, it's just that every Costco is different and they cycle through products a lot. So I'm going to show you a bunch of stuff today, but I can't guarantee that it's going to be at your Costco or that it's going to be at mine even next week. So first I'm trying to find the books because I'm pretty sure my first book, Against All Grain, is here, and if it is, I'm going to sign a few copies. They stop and start carrying these so often that when I see them in the store, I grab like 6 bags because they're Asher's favorite snack, and I actually like to snack on them too. And I have found that if you can find the bigger pieces, like really big, that a baby can't shove in their mouth, they actually make really great teething treats. Ooh, my boys are going to be stoked about this. They love watermelon. They don't always have this organic here, but they've got 2 mini seedless watermelons for, how much? Let's see. Oh, for only $5.99. That's fantastic. We go through apples like it's nobody's business, and so I love when Costco has organic apples in season. This is a great deal. We've got 2 massive butternut squash for $4.99, which is fantastic. I typically try to go for smaller butternut squash because I find the big ones to be a little bit watery, but these are still really great, so I'll probably just try to find the smaller of the mix. And organic spaghetti squash. That's unheard of. Never seen that here. Can you tell I get excited about food? Okay, so you guys, if you saw me, you'd be laughing because I've been standing in front of this display for probably 20 minutes now, texting my brother pictures because he is the tequila and mezcal kind of connoisseur, and he knows prices and good bottles. So I just snagged a couple of really great ones that I'm super excited about. I'm actually going to give them to Ryan for Father's Day, but tequila and mezcal drinks are my favorite. I picked up a case of these organic Bartlett pears for $2.99, 6 pounds for $10.99. They're Easton's favorite right now. I'm also going to make a pear and peach crisp, I think, over the weekend. Okay, we have 6.5 pounds of organic sweet potatoes for $6.49, and we have organic lemons, 5 pounds for $8. And then guacamole, anybody? I'm going to be grabbing a bag of these Haas avocados for $6.99. I don't know how many there are, but that's a great deal. So I'll be grabbing them. They're Easton's favorite as well, and we love having guac with jicama and cucumbers and carrots over the weekend. We also have organic pineapple, organic mango, and organic. I got kind of excited when I saw this because it's organic coconut milk, but as I always say, the cartons are no good because they always have added ingredients in them. Coconut milk should just be coconut and water. None of that is necessary. Okay, same goes for the almond milk. Again, organic's great, unsweetened's great. However, Pacific, I love you and I love your bone broth, but you've got to get rid of some of these ingredients in your almond milk. Sorry guys, I'm going sideways here. Okay, this one right here. This is what you're looking for. You do not want it. Almond Braise is doing slightly better. However, I would still, if you want to grab boxed almond milk, I would still refer to my Whole Foods video and grab either the Whole Foods 365 or that new barn. Obviously making it yourself is your best option, but there are a few out there that have started to clean up their ingredients. Another load, Perigold, grass-fed. I buy a few of these every time I'm at Costco and stick them in my freezer so that I always have them. That's what I use for a lot of baking and for sauteing sometimes, and then if I can find the unsalted, I use it to make ghee. We're making our way to the meat department. I get excited every time I see this because there's these happy cows in grasslands, but this is not grass-fed, so just don't be confused by the marketing and the pictures. Still, you know, great organic ground beef, so if you can't get grass-fed, this is still a really good option. And I typically grab one of these bags of these organic fryer chickens. They're $2.69 a pound. I know at Trader Joe's it's $5.99 or so, or maybe even more a pound for a whole chicken, so this is a great deal. I roast a couple at the beginning of the week, and I send chicken with Asher in his lunch, and then we eat one, or I save it for salads, and then of course we save the bones for bone broth. So this is a great deal, and I always have these in my freezer. This is what I make a special trip to Costco for, raspberries. And you can get one of these guys for $4.79. Asher will go through one of these in a couple days time, and if I let him, would go through 3. And Easton just started liking them as well, so I come specifically to grab them. Okay, so we're going into the frigid dairy section, which is where they keep the eggs. Funny, because they don't come from cows. But I did find Vital Farms pasteurized eggs here once, and so I always check in here just in case. I haven't had such luck since, but we're going to check just in case. Sad day, no go on the Vital Farms, but they do have organic, and they also have quite a bit of organic dairy milk. We tend to buy grass-fed dairy, but if you need something, this Humboldt Creamery is a great brand. Strauss is a good brand. I'm not sure if they have those outside of California, but if you can find those. Those are good options. They still are pasteurized and homogenized. So obviously, raw and grass-fed is better, but these are good options too. I love to grill zucchini and yellow squash, and then of course I put it through my spiralizer, and we have spaghetti or all sorts of other fun spring and summery type pasta dishes with us. I'm squeezing in between boxes to get to these because they're totally hidden, and I'm glad that I found them. But we love beets. They're roasted beets that are already peeled, which is fantastic. I've been blending them lately with blueberries, and Easton adores them, even though they do make a mess. So I don't buy any of the other big lettuces because we can't go through them fast enough, but spinach we do go through really quickly because I throw it into smoothies and then I saute it, and obviously, if you saute spinach, you could use one of these and it would give you like 3 servings. So I do buy this here. If you are also feeding a horse, you might want to get this bag. Love this brand, True Story sausages. The sweet Italian ones I love to cut up and put into spaghetti or just into a quick noodle stir fry with zucchini noodles. I also love to put them in scrambled eggs. So those are really great to have on hand. This is a new one that I haven't tried that sounds delicious. It does have a little bit of cane sugar in it, so I'm not sure if I'll buy it. But the great thing about them is there's no nitrates, it's no antibiotics, no hormones, so gluten-free, which is great. No MSG. So these are a good find at Costco. They also make grass-fed hot dogs. They don't have them today, but look out for those too. Lunchtime here, and it smells like all of the samples, and I'm so hungry, and of course I can't eat any of them. We used to come in when we were kids, like literally just for the samples. Okay, so my favorite bacon is from U.S. Wellness Meats, but you have to order it online, so I don't always have it, but they do a sugar-free bacon that is really, really delicious. But this one from Nyman Ranch is one that I like to keep on hand, especially for weekends if we're having people over for brunch and things like that. It's really has a great flavor, and they're a good company, no antibiotics, no hormones, and they do sustainable, humane practices. So if you can find this at your Costco, this is a good one as well. It's certified gluten-free, which is nice. My oldest loves smoothies, so I always have a bag of this organic triple berry blend. It's 3 pounds for $9.99 in my freezer, and then we typically keep a bag of the frozen blueberries as well, which are over here, because both of my kids love to eat those. Oh, and the mango too. I use this frozen mango, so 4 pounds for $10.59. I use it in my fruit strips, which are on my blog as well as in my first book, and then these blueberries are fantastic to keep on hand as well. We love Bear Fruit snacks. These are apple chips. They are GMO, free certified, organic, and there's nothing in the ingredients except for apples. Okay, so almonds are so expensive, as you all know, and so this is one of those places that sometimes I concede on. I grab a bag of these, I soak them, and I dehydrate them so they're easier on their digestion, and I sometimes don't fret about getting them organic because they are so expensive if you do. So it really just depends on the time and how much they cost, but sometimes I grab these. They also have some other great packaged nuts as well. So Costco doesn't always have it, but when they do, I suggest grabbing a couple bags and putting one in your freezer. They have Honeybell, the finely ground almond flour, who just recently looks like they partnered with Blue Diamond. I either suggest this one or Welby's, which you can find online. These are going to work best in my baked goods, so make sure to grab one of these. And that's a really good price. Yes, it is expensive, especially considering that all-purpose flour is about a quarter or less of that price. But it does last for a while, and again, you know, treats are treats, and so you can make them occasionally and you don't have to spend too much money. This is my favorite canned tuna, Wild Planet. It's sustainably caught. What I love about it is that they use smaller tuna, so they accumulate less mercury, and then also that there's no BPA in the cans. And let's see, this pack is $14.99, and there's six cans in there. Favorite brand, Nutiva chia seeds to make my no-cook chocolate pudding from Meals Made Simple. Organic pine nuts, love to use them in my pesto. They're really expensive normally, so 1.5 pounds for $22 is still a lot of money, but that will last you forever. And then we love Go Raw brand. I sprinkle these on top of salads, especially on my tuna salad from Meals Made Simple. But they're sprouted, which is great for digestion, and all it is pumpkin seeds and sea salt. I don't always buy these, but my kids do like them as a treat, so there's no sugar added and they're gluten-free, which applesauce should be, but at least it's labeled as such, and it's organic. I'm just about done with my shopping trip, but I had to stop at the peony arrangements because they're gorgeous, and I believe in giving yourself a little treat every once in a while. Okay, so I perused every aisle in Costco, and I think I found you guys quite a bunch of good paleo and gluten-free finds. Hopefully you find this video helpful, and hopefully everybody in the store doesn't think I'm completely crazy for videotaping every single thing I picked up.